Imagine holding in your hand a small, unassuming coin, one that most people glance at and pass over without a second thought. But what if I told you that this tiny 10 kopek coin, minted in 1956 in the heart of Russia, could make you the luckiest person in the world? Yes, right now, as you watch this video, you might already own a piece of history that has quietly become one of the most sought-after treasures in the collector's world. Auctions around the globe have seen collectors battling fiercely for this coin, and each detail, each imperfection, can send its value skyrocketing. If you have this coin, you are not just a collector, you are someone standing on the brink of a fortune. The story of the 10 kopek coin begins in 1956, a time when Russia, officially the Soviet Union, was reshaping itself after the long shadows of World War II. Coins like this were minted not just for everyday transactions, but as symbols of an era, carrying the artistry, the ideology, and the intricate craftsmanship of their time. The design is deceptively simple. On one side, you'll find the iconic Soviet emblem, the hammer and sickle crowned with a globe, surrounded by a wreath of wheat, a symbol of agricultural triumphs and industrial progress. On the other side, the number 10 boldly announces its denomination, accompanied by the year 1956 and the word kopek in Cyrillic script. Every curve, every line, tells a story of meticulous minting, and collectors know that even the tiniest variation in the lettering or edge can make one coin vastly more valuable than another. This coin wasn't meant to be rare. Thousands, if not millions, were struck in the mid-1950s, circulating in the hands of everyday citizens. Yet, paradoxically, the very mass production created a hidden treasure. Why? Because over the decades, many coins were lost, melted down, or worn to the point that their original details vanished. Only the most pristine examples survived, often tucked away in drawers, jars, or old coin collections, waiting for someone to discover them. And this is where the thrill of the auctions comes in. Private auctions, secret collector auctions, high-profile coin auctions around the world. These are the arenas where the 10 kopek 1956 shows its true power. Experts and insiders know that even a single coin in near-mint condition can ignite bidding wars, with prices climbing far beyond what most people would expect. But what makes this coin so special? It's a combination of its historical significance, its rarity in excellent condition, and the subtle minting variations that only trained eyes can detect. Some coins may have slightly different die marks, tiny misalignments in the lettering, or variations in the size and spacing of the numerals. These minor quirks, invisible to the untrained eye, are the very details that collectors fight over in auction rooms. Imagine sitting at a high-stakes auction, surrounded by seasoned collectors, and seeing a pristine 10 kopek 1956 appear. The auctioneer starts the bidding low, and in seconds, the room explodes with excitement. Phones buzz, paddles wave frantically, and every participant knows that owning this coin could change their life forever. Over the decades, these coins have quietly appreciated, but in recent years, interest has skyrocketed. A surge in global coin collecting, coupled with renewed attention to Soviet-era artifacts, has turned what was once an overlooked coin into a superstar of collector auctions. Rare coin auctions now frequently list the 10 kopek 1956, sometimes in sealed envelopes in private, invitation-only events where only a handful of collectors can bid. Even in these secret auctions, the coin commands attention, with bids starting in the thousands and often climbing higher as experts recognize subtle details of its minting quality, luster, and preservation. Condition, as always, is everything. A coin with slight wear may fetch a respectable sum, but a coin that has preserved its sharp edges, its deep relief, and its metallic brilliance can command tens of thousands of dollars. Some coins have been graded by professional numismatists, receiving the highest possible marks and entering the rarefied world of investment-grade collectibles. Collectors who hold these coins understand the thrill. Every glance, every touch could reveal a hidden flaw, or confirm that they possess something truly exceptional. What is truly remarkable is how this coin, so small and seemingly ordinary, bridges past and present. It carries the weight of history, the economic challenges of post-war Russia, the artistry of mid-20th century minting, and the stories of everyday people who once used it in their daily lives. And now, decades later, it has transformed from a simple piece of currency into a symbol of luck, foresight, and the enduring allure of rare collectibles. If you have one of these coins sitting quietly in a drawer, you are in effect holding a ticket to one of the most thrilling collector experiences imaginable. The excitement isn't just theoretical. Across the world, coins identical to yours have been sold at renowned auctions, sometimes under dramatic circumstances. In one collector-only auction in Europe, a pristine 10 kopek 1956 ignited a bidding war that lasted nearly 20 minutes, with participants refusing to yield, each knowing that walking away meant missing out on a potentially life-changing acquisition. Another example comes from a secret auction in Russia, where the coin was discovered in a family collection tucked away for decades. Once the auctioneer revealed it, whispers spread through the room. The coin's unique features, combined with near-perfect preservation, drove the final bid into 6 figures, proof that collectors recognize true rarity when they see it. And here's the ultimate truth. The 10 kopeek 1956 is not just a collector's item, it's a symbol of fortune. Owning it means standing in a privileged position where history, artistry, and investment converge. Every time it appears in auctions, the stakes are high, the bids are fierce, and the excitement is palpable. Every auction is a reminder that this coin can bring incredible fortune to the person who holds it. You are not just looking at metal, you are looking at a potential life-altering treasure, one that has been quietly gaining value for decades. As we come to the grand reveal, let's step back and consider the journey of this coin. From a small denomination used in the everyday lives of post-war Russians to a high-profile collectible fought over in auctions worldwide. Its rarity, its historical weight, and its impeccable preservation have elevated it to one of the most desirable coins on the market. And now, for those who have been waiting for the moment of truth. The 10 kopeek 1956 has reached an astonishing value of $80,000 in top-tier collector auctions. Yes, you heard that correctly. $80, worth 80 double intra for a single coin that most people would barely notice if it passed through their hands. If you happen to have this coin, even in a drawer or tucked into an old collection, consider yourself extraordinarily lucky. You hold in your hands more than metal. You hold history, investment, and a piece of the rarest collector's excitement. The next time you open a coin album or glance at your collection, take a moment to look closely at the 10 kopeek 1956. Its story is still being written, and every auction it appears in adds a new chapter to its incredible journey. So remember, whether you are a seasoned collector or someone who stumbled across this coin decades ago, if you have the 10 kopeek 1956, you are the luckiest person in the world. Auctions will continue to celebrate its rarity, secret collector events will continue to push its price higher, and every detail, every gleam, every perfectly preserved edge could mean the difference between ordinary and extraordinary. This is not just a coin, this is a chance to touch history, to participate in an exclusive collector's world, and to perhaps change your life forever.